Welcome, everyone, to Sexy Time with me, Big Sexy. And today we are going over the Week 5 matchup of the New York Football Giants. Let's get right into it. All right. So I got BG working behind the scenes here. Welcome, everybody. Everybody, welcome, BG. Thank you with the straight face. All right. Yeah, he's going to be helping me analyze the film from this week as a way for you to see some of the great things that I got to see during this football game. So let's get right into it. All right. So it looks like we got a first down play here. Daniel Jones almost loses the ball. Yeah, that wasn't the most ideal start to the game. Now this 3rd and 17 play was pretty spectacular. Keep the footage rolling here. Let's see this play develop. Started a little screen pass to Eric Gray. First down. Nicely done. Way to get out of a pickle there at the start of their drive. So Eric Gray gets a first down. Giants keep the ball moving. And another little screen bubble pass. This was there quite a few times during the ball game. Eric Gray and Tyrone Tracy had some work. This play was kind of like not again. They get right down at the goal line, and then we'll watch what happens here. Eric Gray gets the handoff. Looks like he gets in, but oh wait, fumbles the ball, and Seahawks return it all the way back for a scoop and score, over 100-yard scoop and score return. Seahawks take the opening lead. And I don't know if they're going to show it here. Keep the footage rolling just a little bit for me, BG. All right, no, they didn't show it. Pause it. So it showed, obviously, I'm thinking, he crossed the goal line. Right? But just before, he's in that little mix right there. Right? Yep, right there. You got it. So just before he enters the goal line, the ball pops out. I think that he crossed, but I guess the angle showed that it didn't for whatever reason. Because he gets the and right there, that shot right there kind of almost looks like he's in. But they never really showed a definitive angle to either reverse the call or, keep it a stand. So that one's kind of up in the air. But nonetheless, the Seahawks scoop the ball up. Yep, looks like that's the ball right there. Yep, he scoops it up and off to the races. So, almost if you look at the time on the clock, this was like an 8-minute drive that the Giants went on just for the Seahawks to score on it. So I'm like, okay, here we go. That's the New York Giants football I'm used to seeing. So anyway, we get the ball in the second quarter, right? So keep the footage rolling. Let's see what happens here. And this was a nice run by Tyrone Tracy here. Tyrone Tracy had such a big game. Was able to, we'll rewind that a little bit, go back on it. So, play it through slowly if you could. Just a little frame by frame for me. All right, so as you see the play clock wind down here. Yep, ball snapped. Hole opens right up on that. Pause it for a second. Hole opens up right there. He's able to shoot towards the middle and then bounce back towards that hole right there. He's able to get the linebackers to come up on him in the middle of that and then bounce it right back to that hole. That was a really good technique there by Tracy. He executed that perfectly. So, then keep the footage rolling. Yep, and then he was able to not only get the first down, but shimmy a little bit to get some extra yardage out of that. That's explosive running. That's what you want a running back to do when he has the football. Make the right reads, do the right things, make the right cuts, follow his blockers. Yep. So then another 2nd and 8 here. We'll keep the footage rolling. Oh, play action pass. Daniel Jones finds Theo Johnson wide open. Daniel Jones was, spot on today. I mean, this is a game where we didn't have a starting running back or our star wide receiver. And he was, Daniel Jones was playing, lights out again here. So, yep, that's Theo Johnson right there. On the start of the possession, that's kind of the route he runs right there. It's just a kind of almost like a cross, but not really. He just kind of fades right into the middle there, almost like a post in a sense. So, yep, and then that was right in the middle of that zone right there. So much separation. Such a great read. It was a great read. Great read, executed to perfection. Yeah, the Giants didn't really do a whole lot of things wrong in this game. I thought that they played good. So yeah, that was a big play there, and it set it up for the next play. Yeah, that pocket. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. That's another thing. Yeah, rewind it a little bit. Thank you for pointing that out. That's something else too. The play action got set up beautifully here. So you rewind it again, right? You'll see how that pocket forms. Right? So go back and start the play again. Instead of the lineman dropping back like Daniel Jones was going to pass it, watch what the line does here. Right? This is perfect execution for a play action play because they start run blocking, right? Which makes the defense play the run. It sells the run. Right? So Daniel Jones has this nice pocket, was able to drop it in there without being touched or being even thought about being hurried to throw the ball. So yes, that was just a perfectly executed play. Perfectly executed play. All right, so now it looks like we got 1st and goal here. Let's roll the tape. Finds Wan'Dale Robinson on a little crossing route on another play-action pass. Touchdown, New York Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson was big in this game. Darius Slayton was big in this game. So you're going to see Wan'Dale Robinson line up on the bottom of your screen right there. Yep. And go ahead and press play. So fakes it to Tyrone Tracy. Ends up on a crossing route. Daniel Jones throws a good ball. Wan'Dale's able to take it in for a touchdown. Very nicely done. All right. We got a 1st and 10 for Seattle here. The Giants dominated the time of possession in this game, but Seattle was still able to keep it close. So, I like that the Giants are taking control of the football in a lot of their games, which is really good. They just need to capitalize on that and start building some big leads off of it. They did a lot of things well in this game, the Giants did, but there's another level that this team can reach. And once they reach it, Giants are going to be actually a hard football team to beat. They just got to, fix a couple of minor things because through 5 weeks, the Giants, our offensive line is playing great. The defensive line is playing out of their minds. They're already leading the league in sacks already. I can't remember. I think it's over the past 4 games, the Giants have 16 combined sacks. It's an astounding number, very astounding number. It's either 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. So here's this play. Yep, Giants drop. Yep, he kind of just caught him slipping right there. Dory Jackson draws the pass interference penalty. It's things like that. It's things like that they just need to, they need to clean up a little bit, for them to be a solid football team. But I'm not going to be complaining too much about this game because we got the win. It was a good win nonetheless. We were shorthanded this game when we came up big. Yep, you're going to see this play develop here. DK Metcalf loses the football. Yep, that was a great punch out. DK Metcalf is notoriously struggled with these, with these fumbles a lot. I think Bobby Okereke comes in for the punch out there. Yeah, Bobby Okereke, and I think it was Deonte Banks as well coming in to create that turnover. The thing I like about this Giants defense is once they fly to the football. They fly to the football. They try to put a hat on a hat every time. Sometimes two hats on a hat. I like the way that they hustle. They play with a lot of hustle on defense, which is very refreshing. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 here. Play action fake again. Daniel Jones, all the time in the world. All the time in the world. And this was a beautiful ball he threw to Darius Slayton right in stride. You'll see, all right, go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. I think Darius Slayton is right there. That's Darius Slayton. I believe that's Wan'Dale Robinson, either him or Jalen Hyatt coming in on motion over here. Yep, so we'll kind of, and then slow it down a little bit. You can let it play a little bit more. Yep. And we'll slow it down a little bit. Yep. So that pause it real quick. Go back just a hair. Go back just a hair. So you'll see that's Wan'Dale at the bottom of your screen, and then right there, just like a diagonal line up above that's Darius Slayton, and he's drawing his man over there. So Daniel Jones has enough time to roll out to make the defense think that he's throwing this ball to Wan'Dale right here. Again, another clean pocket. Thinks that he's throwing this ball to Wan'Dale, but then he doubles back and kind of does what you're not supposed to do and throw across your body. But this was one of those plays that it was designed for him to do so. So Slayton ends up taking his route over beyond that. Yeah, and then we'll watch this play unfold. Watch this play unfold. Yep. Daniel Jones throws a really good ball. Perfect, right in the pocket. Darius Slayton for a touchdown. He had a big day. He really did. He had a drop or two, but I mean he still had quite the football game. And look at the separation. Look at the separation that he got. And that's either Tariq Woolen or that is Devin Witherspoon. Two very competent corners, that are known for their speed, and Darius Slayton's getting separation on them. So that just goes to show you how fast Darius Slayton is. Yep. So 2 yards of separation. Thank you, BG. Yep. So see it from a different angle, and look at the the ball placement. Boom! Right in the bread bucket. Right in the bread bucket. Drops it right in there as it should be. That was a beautiful ball. It just was. Daniel Jones has been a little spotty on his deep ball accuracy. He was accurate Sunday, I'll tell you that. He was accurate on Sunday. I've given Daniel Jones a lot of flack, but I'll give the kid credit when it's due. Got a 2nd and 8 here for Seattle coming up. So let's watch this play. Geno Smith. This was some of the things that I wish we could get a little better at because we struggled with this against Washington. If you'll rewind it here, Geno Smith is not known to be a scrambling quarterback, but he can run it when he has to, right? The hole was just big enough that they were sending a blitz. This guy had an opportunity to make a play. Geno just made a miss here. You really kind of hate to see that, but this was a design blitz. Geno read it perfectly. And then you'll see, there's not a lot of separation there in that, in that flat route. Yeah, Geno Smith was able to bounce up the field for about a 20-yard gain right there. That was luckily we were able to hold him to a field goal. I'll tell you what, Greg Joseph has been pretty solid since we brought him on. He's only missed 1 field goal since he's been here. I don't know why they're not showing the rest of this drive that we're currently viewing right now, but I felt it was pretty significant to be able to view this because Seahawks started in their deep in their own territory. I think they were on the 5-yard line during the start of this drive, and Geno Smith was able to kind of just dink and dunk down the field. Giants were, started off playing a cover 2, which on the deep part of the field, I don't necessarily agree with calling that type of coverage. Nonetheless, they got them down in the red zone. They were able to, go up, play a little tempo, keep a little bit of a mismatch on the field with that Giants defense that they were seeing, able to exploit it. And then we'll view this play. I believe this is a touchdown. Yep, Jackson Smith and Jigba uncovered, just uncovered. Again, playing looks like they were playing a too high safety look there. Yep, they were playing a cover 2. Yeah, playing a cover 2 right there. Yep, he was just able to curl right into that soft spot of the zone. You wish somebody was just there. Because, if you look down at the bottom of your screen to your right, you'll see that there's 2 defenders on this one guy. In my opinion, you don't need 2 defenders on one guy here. I know that's DK and everything like that, but I guess the lesser of 2 evils, got the ball and he still scored. I guess their mentality was make another receiver other than DK beat us in the red zone, and they did. So I guess, when you put it like that, so, still has to get another score to win the game here, or tie the game at least, and it almost happened. It almost happened. I'm kind of foreshadowing a little bit here, but yeah, you'll see again, caught the ball, easy touchdown, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yep, Geno had a clean pocket. He actually was pressured all day. Giants had 7 sacks in this game. I'm actually surprised they didn't show any of the sacks that the Giants had in this highlight. That's kind of upsetting because I was hoping to go over that watching this, but they didn't really. This is the only kind of clip that shows like any sort of pressure from that Giants defense. It's kind of mostly showing offensive highlights. I wish they'd throw some defensive ones in there, but whatever. BG's fantasy team. well, there you go, BG. You got your fantasy football touchdown. Hopefully that resulted in a win for you. All right, so now Geno Smith again leading his team down the field. Here, this again with the was able to get like a 30 or 40-yard scramble on that play. It's just like, man, we're making Geno Smith look like Michael Vick out there with this play here. This is the play that saved our ass. Watch this. Isaiah Simmons with the blocked field goal. Bryce Ford-Wheaton returns it all the way for a touchdown. And I tell you, when I was jumping up and down with joy while watching that play, I was going nuts. Usually you don't see this type of play anymore. He jumped clean over the center. Clean over it. Yep, that was Isaiah Simmons. Man, that was such a, and everybody, there were some people saying that, Dexter Lawrence pushed down on him so that Isaiah Smith could jump over, or Isaiah Simmons could jump over. Well, I'm pretty sure that the rule states that the person jumping cannot use the center as like a springboard. They didn't say any rules about the other defender on the other side of him. I don't think. Now, don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, it was not called. So, I will take it. Quote him, "Shut up, BG." Yep, Isaiah Simmons. Yep, and then that was the player who saved our ass. That's what put the game out of reach. Yeah, man, it was just such a great game. Seattle fans, look at his face. Just look at his face. He's like, no fucking way. He's just like, no. Yeah, he was crying for sure. Yep, he was like, no. Yeah, I would have been so mad if that was my team. Oh, I would have been mad. And there's a Giants fan right behind him too. look at the Giants fan right behind him. He's like, yeah, that's me. Yep. He probably had to sit there and deal with his ass all game. That's so funny. Oh, that reminds me of the guy that was a Titans fan when I was down there with BG watching the Giants game when they came back and won. Oh, that was so funny. Yep. Then you'll see another angle of this right here. Just a great play. Just a great play by Isaiah Simmons, man. I'm so happy he's a Giant. I know we don't utilize him as much as we should, but man, when he does, when his number does get called, he delivers, man. I really like that he's a New York Giant. Yep, he was definitely saying that when he realized, he's like, I'm not getting this kickoff. Oh no. And then Bryce Ford Wheaton too, man. He's like, he could have pulled what Devin Singletary pulled against the Cleveland Browns, but this is this man's first NFL touchdown. He's like, nah, I'm taking that shit home. Yeah, such a great play. Such a great play. No, no. Yep. So, yeah, man, this is a good game overall. Tyrone Tracy had over 100 yards rushing. Daniel Jones threw a couple touchdowns. All in all, it was such a great game played by the New York Giants. It was a team effort, really good win. I'm so happy we won this game. Nobody gave us a shot to win this game without Malik Neighbors, but I think the Giants might have found a running back in Tyrone Tracy, man. Great game. Great game. He said, I'm fast as fuck, boy. He really is fast, though. Now, I wish the Giants would, bring him in more on offense, but he's been a great special teamer for us this year. Giants kneel the ball down, win the football game. Penny Boy gets another win, keeps his job for another day. As it comes to week 5 for the New York Giants, life is good. Yeah, so I hope you guys had fun watching this video. I sure as hell had fun making it. I want to give a special thanks to BG there for being behind the scenes and working that tablet for me so we can provide you with more film breakdown. This is a lot of fun. We're going to keep doing this for you guys because it's a lot of fun doing it. So I'm going to keep doing it and keep pushing it out there. So like the video, share it up, run this thing up, man. Get the views up there. Let the people know about our greatness, please. All right, but that's all from me. Thanks for tuning in to Sexy Time with me, Big Sexy. Until next time, Big Sexy out.